Now today I'm going to be touching on a number of things, so please pay attention. Number one is how to source for images. I already sent you guys a video where that is, but I don't know, some people have or are refusing to watch the videos. So we are going to be recreating this. Now we need to look for this school bag. So let's go to our browser. I'm going to show you a trick. Of course, you can go to freepick.com and then search for school bag and all, but if you want to get this exact one, go to Google. See this Google Lens, search by image, we can use it. So I'll upload a file now to show the actual what's it called, to put in the actual image I want to use. So let's see, it's still loading. I'll see if I can get that exact bag. Okay, can you guys see the magic that just happened now? Oh yeah, can anyone see it? Okay, so I've searched by image now. So what I did was just simply to put this image in Google, and then it helped me to search it out. So let's explore now. So we have the bag, we can see the bag here, right? We can see the bag here, but this is not the exact one we are looking for. The one we are looking for is open and it has this book and this headset popping out. So this is it here, this Forterra, this is it also, iStock. But the thing is, iStock does not have, iStock is not free. So let's keep looking to see if we can see one that is free. Okay, I'm seeing different ones here, but I'm not seeing anyone for me. Picture, stock photo. Well, we can see the one from free pick. So let's open that. I think it should lead us to what we are looking for. If we can't find it in free pick, we'll just get it from all these other places. Well, let's see if we can find it. So this is free pick. This is not the exact one we are looking for, so we'll just scroll down. You see some similar photos. So let's keep scrolling. Yeah, so this is it. Can you guys see the one we are looking for? So we select it now. Now look at this. You are going to see that it's premium, right? Who was I explaining today? Amechi. So I was telling you how to download premium images from freepick. Now you don't have to pay. There's a website that we normally use to download download premium images from freepick, and the website is freepick. Do I even remember the site? Freepick dot, oh no, I think it's Bitsloop. Oh, let me just search for Bitsloop freepick. Okay, so this is it. Oh, we even have one for iStock. That's nice. So let's open this. So this is the site address that I've been looking for. freepick-downloader.bitsnoop.com. So let me type it out. Freepick downloader. I forgot it. .bitsnoop.com. So this is the site for downloading premium images from freepick. So how does it work now? Once you come to the site, you are going to see this place where it says paste freepick link. So what you do is you come to freepick once you've opened the image like this, you go to your search bar, your address bar, and copy the URL the way it is. Copy the URL, you come here, right click and paste, and then click on download. It will show this processing. It's trying to fetch the image, so you can see the image now. Now that is there, you now click on download. It's going to show this ad, so once it shows, just wait till the countdown. So 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and then click on skip ad. So it's already downloading. It's downloaded now. I'll go to my downloads folder. How far, guys? Are you following to this point? Alright, so this is the image. I'll just drag it into my Photoshop. So this is it. Okay, now we have to make it bigger. Now know that in Photoshop is vector based. Maybe I'm going to find time to explain what that means, but in order for your image not to get pixelated, always convert it to smart object before you start dragging it, or before you start trying to make it bigger. So like this, I'll now right click and select convert to smart objects. I'll still have a class where I explain smart objects. So now remember, I said always increase from the sides, so I'll increase like this. I'll make it bigger. I want it to be as big as their own, so not bigger. Cool. Okay, then I will bring it down to this level. Yeah, so I think we are close. Bring it small. Good. Now that I've done this, you see that there is some space here. Now we need to fill it with this color. Now what most people will do is they want to like create a rectangle, make it this color, and then draw it over there, but that's not the best. That might work in this case and in some other cases, but if you look very well, you see that there is a disparity. You will notice that there is a difference between where it's not blending. Let me just put it that way. The two colors are not blending. So what I'll do is, watch you, I'll select the layer, right click and rasterize first. Step 1 is rasterize. So I've that picture I converted to smart objects, I've rasterized it, because what we want to do now, you can't do it without rasterizing. Now after rasterizing, I'll come to the picture, not at the layer. Now it will be selected in the layer. I'll come to the picture and okay, I'll come to this place. So let me use the opportunity to explain the Marquee tool. So this is a Marquee tool, and we have rectangular, ellipse, single row, single column, but we are only interested in the rectangular Marquee tool, and we draw it over the white space that we want to cover, or the space that we want to cover. But as we are drawing it, we make sure that we also capture some parts of the image. Now here's the idea. What we want to do is, we want Photoshop to use AI. To draw what's it called now, to extend this background, to extend the color here into this place. That's what we want Photoshop to do, to extend the color here into this place. So if we are doing it, we need to capture a bit of this place. So we'll now draw like this, draw from our side, just draw a rectangle like this. You see that we've captured just a tiny part of the yellow this thing. Once we leave it, we now come inside, our cursor will change to this. You right click, Normally once you right click, it will bring out some options, including select and including a content aware field. Content aware field. What content aware field does is it uses the surrounding environment, the colors it finds in the surrounding environment to fill what you selected. Okay, I think it's back now, so let's draw it again. Still the same thing. Let me just go to it. Okay, this is it. So this is content aware field here. So that's what we have to select. Why is this lagging? Can you see content aware field on my screen? We have different things. The selecting verse feather, select mask. Here we have fill, stroke, and content aware field. So that's what we are going to select. The content aware field. We can either select it from here, or we go to edit and then see content aware field here. So anyone, you can use either of them. So I'll select content aware field. It's going to bring up here. So it's going to bring this up. If you look down here, you see it's still loading. It's still trying to apply the content aware. But looking at the screen, you see this place that is partially green, that is highlighted with green. It's, I said content aware you picks colors from the environment and uses it to fill that place you selected. Where we selected is this up place. This up place, that's where we selected. So what this highlighted part, this green highlighted part, is it's picking colors from here to use it to fill up that up. Now look at it in the preview. Can you see it has filled up the up parts with the colors we have down here? So we just click on OK. Now if it selected the color you don't want, you can just click on this, on that place with this minus. It will unselect that part. So just once it's done, at the bottom right here, we select OK, and it applies the content aware field. So can you guys see it? Can you see that the screen is filled now? Alright, cool. So now you see that it created a new layer for the top part that was filled. So I can turn off that layer. It disappears, turn it on. But I will need the layer to be together with. So see, whenever you are done with content aware, just make sure you convert both the content aware layer. This is the content aware layer. Make sure you convert both the content aware layer and the main layer of the image. Select the two layers. Once you select one, you hold shift and select the other. Two of them are selected. Right click and convert both to smart objects. What it does is like it's like merges two of them, so that whatever you are applying will apply to both. Okay, so now what next do we do on this design? You look at the background, you see some doodles there, some white doodles of school related stuff. So we go back online to search for it. This is free pick, right? Let's close this. Those things are doodles. So let's type in school. Let me say white school doodles PNG, because I need it without background. I don't have strength for stress. So what is it coming up with? So these are doodles, right? These are different doodles. So we can just pick anyone we want. Let me see if I can find one that is similar to what they have. So which one do we go with? let me just go up, go back up and select any free one. Remember, any premium one that you want to use, you can just take it to free pick downloader. Remember what I told you, and download it through there if it's premium. But let me just pick anyone. So let me go with this round one. That's not the one they use, but let's just go with this. Download, then free download, or I can just click on JPEG only. So it's downloading and it's done. I'll go back to Photoshop. I'll pull my download folder. This is it, and then drag it in. Okay, too large, right? So we reduce the size. Now it's too, so we need it to go to the background. So one thing we can do is come to this place. There's something we call blend modes in Photoshop. You use it to blend two things together. So once you blend it into this background the way they blended theirs. So this is the blend modes here, up here, that we have normal beside the opacity. Can you guys see it? Beside the opacity. So I'll click it, just hover over them. You will see how the different blend modes look. So I'll just hover. Can you see this one now? You see how it's blended with the background. This is multiply, color bond, linear bond, darker color, lighting, screen color. So as you just hover over it, you will be seeing the different blend modes. So you pick the one that I've already seen, the one we can use. But okay, here's another one, divide. So let's use divide. The one I saw earlier was darken. I like this. So let me compare it to divide. But divide is white, that one is black. Let's use multiply. So can you see it's now blended? Now it's too thick, so I'll just reduce the opacity. So that it will enter into the background more. Yeah, so I think this is cool because the one is not that obvious. So I hope you guys are following. Now if you notice something, let me increase the opacity back. You see that the thing is applying on our what's it called now, on our bag too, and we don't need it to show on the back because the one is not showing on the back. We just need it on the background. So all we are going to do is this. I'll show you how to select an object. You come here. I've already shown you how to use Marquee to how to do content aware. You come here to the fourth one, object selection tool. This first one, or shortcut is W on your keyboard. I will now make sure the layer, the thing you are looking for, is selected. You see that we are on the doodle layer. Let's go to the layer where the bag is, because we want to select only the bag from the whole background. So just draw a rough line. Just draw a rough line over the bag. Photoshop will use AI to select the bag. You just draw a rough line, tracing the bag just roughly. Now after tracing out the bag roughly, you leave it. Photoshop will select the bag by itself. Now it's selected it. Can you see the matching ants? Now let me turn off the doodle so that you can see it. So I turned off the doodle so that you can see the matching ants on the bag. Can you see the bag is selected? Zoom in from your own end. Can you guys see that the bag is selected? Oh yeah, I need feedback. Alright, perfect. So Now that is selected, I'll now click on Ctrl J. Ctrl J means to duplicate selection. So what I'm duplicating now is just the bag. So I'm creating the bag on a new layer. So once I press Ctrl J, check my layers panel, you see that it's going to create a new layer with only the bag on that new layer, because it's the bag. What we want to do, remember that the doodoo is above the bag. So what we want to do is, we want to place the background, place the doodoo on top of the background, and then place the bag on top of the doodoo, so that the doodoo will show in the background but not show on the bag. It has duplicated. So you see the layer 2 here. So like I said, what we did is that bag we selected from the contents away layer, we duplicated it and brought it above. So we have 2 bags now. One is on top of the other. Let me move this one around so you can see that we have 2 bags now. So one is on top of the other. So what we are going to do is, let's activate our doodles layer again. Then let me reduce the opacity so that it blends into the background. Now you see that it's still, if you zoom into the bag, it's still showing on top of the bag. So what we are going to do is, we select the top layer of the bag and then drag it up to be above the doodoo. So can you see that the doodoo is no longer on the bag? Can you see it now? The doodoo is no longer on the bag. So moving on quickly, let's go to the text. I would have shown you guys how to source for text, the font that was used there, and download the exact font, but I've made a video on that already. Check the drive that I sent you and watch the 4 videos there. They are very short videos, so it will show you how to get the exact fonts, especially for you, in fact for everybody. When I give you a replication task, try to use the font that they use. So let me write out what they wrote. I have a font that is similar to this, so I'm just going to use it. So that font is Luckiest Guy. Study their text very well. So what do we notice about their text? Number one, I think it's a bit bigger than our own. So we go to our character panel, maybe make this size 52 to make it bigger, or let's keep going, let's say 60. Okay, I think that's too big, so let's say 56. Good. Now the spacing, you see the space between one text and another text. So to solve that, we use our leading. Remember leading. So since we have this thing as 56, leading, let's try 48. Yeah, I think this is cool. What else? Color. So when we come to color, we just pick their color. That one is not stress. Then they have a white outline, if you notice. So to get that, we just go to our effects panel, effects in the layers panel, this effects, and then click on stroke. Stroke is white, of course. Applied. Okay. Yeah. So what else? We now come down here, and then let me select poppins. No. Reduce size, then select poppins. So I'll now write wishing all non-sites a successful semester. So change the color to black, and then reduce the leading to that same 16. Yeah. increase the font weight to maybe 7 bold, and then font size to 18, leading to 18 also. Alright, so what's next? We just write the Nigerian Universities Association, Students Association, Uniben chapter, and then we put the 2 logos. So while creating your own, go online and look for Uniben logo, and then Nigerian Universities Nursing Students Association logo too online. So I'm just going to draw 2 circles so that we'll finish up. So these 2 circles represent the logo, and then we write the text. So I can just duplicate this, and Nigerian Universities Nursing Students Association, Uniben chapter. Hey Grace, I hope you're paying attention. Remember, attention to details. My own is bigger than their own, so I'll reduce the size to 12, and then reduce the leading to 12 also. Yeah, and then this doodle, let me select the doodle layer and reduce the opacity further. Yeah, I think this is cool. So I'll export this. Now I believe you all know how to export, yeah? But once you are done, you just click on export as. This is the dialog box. So these are my different artboards. This is the one I designed. This is the original one. So I'll uncheck the original one because I don't want to export down, and select my own. So now it's checked now. Here you can change the format. It can either be PNG or JPEG, anyone. Let me do PNG, and then I'll come and click down here on export. So it will bring up this dialog box. So it's here that you choose the name of the object you want to export. So let me name it welcome back. Yeah, and then I'll choose to save it in my desktop folder, and then save. And that is it. So that's all about this design. Any question?
We'll get the recording like.
Yes, you are going to get the recording.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question? Happiness, Amechi.